you can start.
Oh, do you want to ask me the question first?
No.
Oh.
You just say it. The question is only for you to record.
Oh, okay. You don't need to ask. Okay, okay, okay. Hi, my name is Joy Degenhart. I'm with Global Study Connections from the United States. I have been in Vietnam for over 20 years in the educational field, and I have studied at the University of Hawaii in international business and relations. I think I need to do that over again.
No, it's okay. It's
Huh?
okay. It's good. It's very smooth.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah you should. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's very good.
Okay. It wasn't smooth enough.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, and we will edit the video. It's going to be great.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I'd like to introduce a little bit about Global Study Connections. Global Study Connections was founded by Jay Brennan, and he serves as the CEO today for GSC. Mr. Brennan has spent over 30 years working in private boarding schools in the U.S., including being the head of a school. As a result, Mr. Brennan has a strong network among his colleagues and the boarding and day schools in the United States, especially in the northeastern part of the U.S. In this area, we are the heart of private education in America, both at the secondary level and at the university level, with some of America's top-ranked schools. During his 30 years in private education, Mr. Brennan spent 20 of those years working with various schools in the Northeast area to develop international boarding programs. Today, Global Study Connections, which is GSC, works for international students and their families to provide resources that are needed to study abroad for opportunities in the United States for foreign families. In our work, GSC partners with 103 American private high schools and a few public J1 high schools and a few American universities. We work with private day boarding schools in several parts of the United States. Some are in Massachusetts, Virginia, California, Wisconsin, Michigan, New Jersey, Connecticut, Florida, Maine, New Hampshire, and mostly up in the New England area. The strengths of a GSC lies both in its long history of working with international students, but also its close relationship with the leadership of many of the schools that it works with, giving GSC the ability to guide the students to the school which will be fit for their academic and social interest. But GSC's close relationship with schools also allows it to have a strong role in advocating for their students once they begin their studies at a GSC partnering school. GSC provides a wide range of services for students and their families, everything from student placements to TOEFL and SAT preparation to host family placements and student management of once the students are in the U.S. and then they will be overseen by GSC. Some of our most popular programs in Global Study Connection are especially our selection of 103 boarding and day schools where we are able to help process the application and placement for the international student. We have on-site training for schools and faculty and their staff. Our company does host family placements. We will locate the family and do all of the credentials for seeking a proper family for our international students. We provide tutoring and academic support. There's 2 and 3 week short-term study programs that we want to promote for young youth to be able to have an opportunity to understand what an American education is like, and then if they decide to study for their high school years, we welcome them to apply with our long-term program. We also have summer programs and winter programs where we provide ESL 4-week study English programs for our international students. And they would also be learning culture, doing different social activities, and just being able to actually use English during their time in the program. We provide TOEFL and SAT preparations for preparing for university, and especially our student management services for the parent and the students, and also the agents that we work with in Vietnam. They will be guaranteed the top services with GSC. Some of our homestay and boarding programs with the students, we have staff in various parts of the country, often nearby the schools, where we partner with them so that they can visit the schools and visit our students. It's important that we provide the top services for our students so that they're guaranteed that during their study time in the U.S. that they will enjoy and always have some support available for them. After they graduate, many of our students that do go through the different universities, our staff members will follow up with them and visit them at the university to make sure that they're doing okay during their beginning years of university in the United States. I would like to share with you some advices as to what to study in the U.S. and the Global Study Connection programs. It's important that you continue to work on improving your English skills. If you have an opportunity to study with an American teacher, and they can be able to give you guidance for they can give you guidance for practical understanding for culture, grammar, and pronunciation. Understand that there are many excellent schools beyond the famous ranked schools. We have, America has the best education system, and so there are still many schools that you can choose along with studying in the United States, and that they are just as good as some of the famous names that you know of. And another important thing that in order to improve your English is read as many books as you can. Listen to American TV before you come to the United States and or wanting to study abroad, and understand a little bit about American culture. Okay? Is that it?